So every 10 years, we go through what's called ward redistricting. Our city is broken up into 4 wards, which are political subdivisions. So everyone that lives in a ward is represented by a city council member. And what we do every 10 years when we get the census data is we try to break up those 4 wards into as equal amounts of population as possible. So with the 2020 census, basically there's a trickle-down effect. So first, they look at federal districts for representation, then it goes to the state, then it goes to the county for voting precincts, and then finally makes it down to the cities for their wards. So recently, we went through this process here in Edmond, and essentially what that means is we go through and we look at the numbers, and we're trying to hit as close to a target number as we can to have 4 equal numbers for all of our wards. When we start to look at things, we try not to move the boundaries as much as possible. Council members still must be located in their wards, so depending on where the council member lives at the time that we do redistricting, that's a big piece of it. Voting precincts, we cannot split those, so that limits some of how we can move boundaries as well. We don't take into account any factors such as socioeconomic factors, types of businesses, number of single-family homes, number of multifamily units. Those things are not considered. We're really just looking at the pure number and trying to get that as close as possible and get each one of those 4 wards as close to that number as we can. There are 2 square miles that are moving from Ward 2 into Ward 1. And then with Ward 3 and 4, again, it was challenging because of the county precincts and then also where council members live. So we really only had one spot where we could look at making a change. Either way, one of those numbers was going to be larger than our target number, and one of those numbers was going to be smaller than our target number. So council really looked at that and determined based upon what we know is coming, they made Ward 4 a little bit lighter and Ward 3 a little bit heavier. We don't anticipate as much growth happening in Ward 3. We anticipate a lot more growth in Ward 4. So by having 2 choices, it's either going to be this or this, they took the one that hopefully will keep those wards in balance for most of the duration of the next 10 years. So that was all approved recently by City Council in July. That ward after 30 days goes into effect, and that will be in effect until after the 2030 census.